Help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I've brought you the guests. Though... so general.
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the matrix of prescience without... would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. Xingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. It's nice to have people I can... No need for the format. Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. Yes, but you needn't worry. You have Xingque will accompany you. Good. Xianzhou, restarting the base terminals will be your... Oh. Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time. That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex... if it's so...
Fangs and claws got dull.
Watch this awesome move! Time to twirl!
Trap! The fear knows not fear. Too slow.
Time to twirl!
Never hesitate!
How am I gonna get that time back? That's it?
What the heck is this?
Take it easy.
I feel...
We're here by order of the...
Acid.
March!
The fear knows not fear. I won't do.
Hey!
Too slow.
This big diamond! It's all
friends? Indulge yourselves! Confidence. If I could do it all again.
What the heck is this?
Take it easy.
I feel.
We're here by order.
Pass it.
Nap time. You can't hurt me. I'm okay.
How's this taste?
What the heck is.
Take it easy.
I feel.
We're here by order.
Pass it.
Never hesitate! No! I won't do. The fearless knows not fear. Too close. Turn it up.
That's better.
Leave it. I won't do. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Confidence.
Keep up!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I'm okay.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that. Done. Next.
friends? Indulge yourselves!
Let's rock!
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Everyone holding up okay?
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships. did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. Now, are you ready?
Is this really
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of... So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you. Ha! Absurd! I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Fine, if you prefer. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Xianzhou Stellion problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellion hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellion hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellion into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Xianzhou Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Xianzhou. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Xianzhou will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities, and knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Luocha! You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. Ah, I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the Verdantia returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance.
Ah, I've heard this, but for some reason, the Eon disappeared among... Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal, and will eventually reach the end.
Let me ask.
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend... Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we...
Silent but deadly. I've only got 2 hands.
Enough.
Nothing major.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Receive divinity.
Dodge this! Miss, what do you think? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet. My motor is... Are You a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the... Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Sorry. If I'd known...
I happen to have some...
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Curious. How... what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellion hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wield. If it hadn't been for a strange accident...
Strange.
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Are you kidding? I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Xipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Xianzhou Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Xianzhou too are engaged in this process. As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshi and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, they received a blessing that but immortality turned out to be a curse for the Xianzhou. That's when the Hunt appeared, firing an arrow and... What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. many... Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape?
If what she said is true,
Hey, did she brainwash? Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing! Absolutely amazing! Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime.
Such extraordinary energy.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is...
Yes, the Stellaron, the Cloud Knights are searching.
Finders keepers.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
You... General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to...
General, we must retain all urgency.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the ambrosial arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the ambrosial arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location.
General,
Well,
you're a scoundrel.
pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traitors have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu. I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express.
That massive tree has suddenly sprung to life.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did you... Why do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret?
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its... As such, I'm about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other...
Under...
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to...
You've never given me the opportunity, and now...
As for our astral friends, I hear Lady Fu will deploy the cloud. This is no order, honored guests. I'm
You've never really...
Miss Tingyun.
Of course, General.
A step forward, the Ambrosial Arbor. I had long anticipated...
Huh? She's not angry.
Pursuing Kafka is from the time the Alchemy Commission to make matters worse. He really... The star skiff is ready. I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Wait.
No need. My omniscience.
Are you sure? You don't need...
Well said.
Finders keepers.
Huh? Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the Luofu. The Artisanship Commission delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began.
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops building state-of-the-art mechanisms and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots, you get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in. But they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Another locked gate. Time for the old dilemma. Break in or climb over.
A warm reminder, benefactors, that the Artisanship Commission is as important to the Xianzhou as the Divination Commission. Our law states that trespassing into the Artisanship Commission can result in a prison sentence of between 300 to 500 years. Serious violations may result in exile on a barren planet, thousands of light years away. I'm not trying to scare you. It seems more than...
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us? Your clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. Sorry, this...
Yeah.
You mean that there's been a
You...
waiting around, that's what. We ran away. Please. There's been... I don't get it. The worst thing is, Master Gongshu, when the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight, so
Why did he...
His research, I just heard... Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, take this. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound. If anything happens to him...
Don't worry, young sir.
None of us...
Let's go. I think this conversation's... Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
Upon commission grounds, stay away!
Hold on! Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise! Just passing by. Stumbled in, door wide open. Within commission grounds today was so. An evil spun by hands unseen, unknown. No longer. It's a security mechanism. These robots win. Golden cloud toad. Illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up. I raised you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends? I want...
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
How do you know my name, child? Does the reputation of Gongshu Liang, the smelter extraordinaire...
This guy's pretty deluded for a master.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about that. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession. It's a dark and powerful entity, the robot. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the furnace. I'm sure General Jing Yuan... Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Pray you in repayment aid my plight. Come on. Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting screen. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in. Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every starskiff soon shall woe betide!
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become quite redundant by now.
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but through earth and air, the wretched branches boiled. The shifting screen. How observant. You would make an excellent student. The Commission is more than a match for Mother Nature. This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Lumenflux Pixis. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly powerful, but...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadow. But this is more than enough to deal with the tree demon. And then... ignite! Fire beats wood! There's no way we can lose! good. The master reveals the door, but the apprentice must walk through it. You're much better than my useless students. Whoa! What's happening? Is the delve collapsing? Seems like it worked. That tree demon must be writhing in pain. All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite side before the branches grow back.